I think one of the most difficult things in life, besides getting your hair to do what it wants, is uncertainty. It's this idea of when, it's not knowing, and whether you're wondering when you're going to get that job, or when you're going to meet your person, or when the relationship that you're in is going to get better. This uncertainty is what grinds at us and causes us to get depressed, causes us to get frustrated and angry, and we lose momentum, we lose energy, and in this state, it's really difficult to be positive. And so what we do is we start coping with our unhealthy patterns, which is addiction, or whatever it is that you run to when you cope. So when we go through this and we have nothing to hold on to, we will run. That's what we do. We will run, and we will either run away from ourselves or we will run toward ourselves. I'm not speaking on a spiritual level, because I think a lot of people, many people, what they hold on to is God, and so they run toward God and they find their support in that higher power, which I think is amazing, and I think that's great. I try to do that, but therapeutically, I'm talking about psychology. At the end of the day, the only thing we have to hold on to is ourselves, and for many that's difficult. That's not something they're used to, and so how do you hold on to yourself? I think first you have to know that although this is a difficult time, it's actually the best soil for growth. And I know that's hard to hear, especially when you don't have the energy to work on yourself. This idea of soaking in your own bathwater. There's a reason why you are in this place, and that is because the universe keeps forcing you to look at yourself. And I think a lot of people, when I say running away, they are looking for answers outside of self, external. They're looking for, I don't know, like I said, jobs, bigger houses, faster cars, different people to be with, more money, all these other things that they think are going to make them happy, but they're just Band-Aids. This is a time when you have to realize that it's not out there, but it's internal. And if you can survive this and grow from it and get stronger, then when it happens again, it's going to be much easier for you, because it is going to happen again, because life is uncertain. Every day is uncertain. And to walk with certainty is growth, and that is the way you maneuver through these winters. You can't fight the river. You have to let go, and you have to know that the only way out is through, and while you're going through it, you are going to grow from this experience. I got a text from a friend, and she reminded me that when people are going through these winters, whether you're struggling with loneliness or just a dark time, or you're grieving a loss, a lot of people are here because they made a decision that the previous wasn't right. It wasn't a good fit. They deserved better. Okay? And I think many forget that is why we are in this. And there's something noble about making those choices, cutting something off that is not right or unhealthy, and now dealing with it, taking responsibility for that action. And there's something courageous about that. And I think instead of reminding ourselves of that, we hold on to the pain, the anger, the hurt, the loneliness, and then we start coping in unhealthy ways. And because of that coping, now there's shame behind that, and we get mad at ourselves for not being stronger. And that turns into a cycle, and we just get deeper and deeper and deeper and more depressed, and it's harder to we have nothing to hold on to. We're in quicksand. So that was really good advice, and I think that if that helps, to remind yourself that you are here because you're making good, healthy decisions. And now that you are here, you have a choice to either run away away from yourself or toward yourself. And if you choose to run away, you're swimming upriver, and that takes a lot of energy. It's not about the engine, it's about the rudder. That is what's going to get you through this. And so if you swim toward yourself, now you're working on your rudder. You're working on where you're going. You're working on guidance, not so much pushing and forcing yourself through something. And it's this running toward yourself. And you know what? It's going to look differently depending on your situation and who you are and what you want to work on. I know what running toward myself means, and that's what I'm working on. And you got to figure out what that means for you guys. But if you are running toward yourself, when you come out of this, because you will, that's how life is. Life ebbs and flows, and there's shitty times, there's winters, and then there's summers and sun and light, and amazing things happen. So, and if you don't believe that, because it's hard to believe that now, because you're in the trenches, if you look back at your life, it has not been shitty. I mean, I'm sure there's been dark times, but there's also been amazing times. And different people come in and out of your life, right? And that will continue to happen. So, and if you're in a relationship and it's not good, it's either going to blossom or expire. And you're going to go through another chapter, and new people will come in, and also people will exit. So, hang in there. That is my rant for tonight. Be well.